What is going on, guys? Lildogdog here, and today I'm bringing you a 2021 event guide for RuneScape's 20th anniversary, the Cook's Miniquest. This is one of 3 mini-quests that are taking place as a part of the 20th anniversary just this week, so make sure you get them done. And I'd like to shamelessly plug myself and ask you to subscribe. My channel was recently demonetized. It's not like I'm getting anything out of this, just trying to help. So if you could please subscribe, it would be greatly appreciated. Thanks. For this mini quest, you're going to need the Go Speak amulet, 1 tomato, 2 cabbages, and 3 eggs. Now, there are no specific quest requirements because this mini quest is not in the journal. However, possible quest requirements include the Restless Ghost, which I'm pretty sure is a requirement because you need the Go Speak amulet, Cook's Assistant, Bringing Home the Bacon, One Small Favor, and Dragon Slayer. There are references to each of these quests in this quest. The only item you actually need from a quest is the Go Speak amulet, but every other quest is referenced, so just be warned. To start the quest, you're going to want to go speak to the cook, who is located on the southwest side of the Lumbridge crater. So talk to the cook and choose the first chat option in regard to cooking a cake. He's like, hey, you want to help me cook a cake? You're like, heck yeah, let's cook another cake, dude. You're always doing this. Choose the first chat option, yes, and he's going to provide you with the RuneScape 20th anniversary cake ingredient list. Read the ingredient list and choose the first option for extra, extra fine flour. Now, we're just going to go to the place where we always get our flour, which is the mill. This just happens to be north of the crater, so we're going to run there. As you can see, I do not have the required items in my inventory. I will have to cut in some places to go get the items because I was doing this as soon as it came out. I did not know what was required. So there will be some cuts during this video, but just bear with me and know that you only need those items that were stated as needed at the beginning. So when you get to the mill, you're going to talk to Millie Miller and you're going to ask her for some extra, extra fine flour. Your character will automatically do it. It's not a chat option. She's like, no, this has gone far enough. Everyone's just going to keep asking for more and more and more fine flour. She's like, I made it before. You can go get it from Father Eric. Father Eric is located just across the road from the Lumbridge Castle. So from here, I figured it was worth it to home teleport to the Lumbridge. You could also run. It'd be a little bit longer. If you have quick teleports, it'd be a lot quicker to just do that. From the Lumbridge Lodestone, it's just a little walk to the southeast. And inside the church, talk to Father Eric. Choose the first chat option for extra, extra fine flour. And he's going to basically explain to you that, well, he did have it. He used it on an exorcism. Flour doesn't do anything for exorcisms, but he admits he didn't pay attention in training. So he just thought it was flour, not salt. He's like, you're more than welcome to go get it out of the graveyard. And then he sends you basically on your way. Like, I can't help you anymore. Go figure it out for yourself. You're an adventurer. Basically, once this dialogue is over, you got to go to the coffin where Restless Ghosts take place. And then you're going to want to equip your Ghost Speak amulet and open the coffin. Search the coffin, and then choose the first chat option to search for flour. The Restless Ghost, as long as you have your Ghost Speak amulet equipped, is going to be like, dude, what are you doing? You going to take my head again? You're like, no, I just want some flour. I don't want to take your head. He's like, you're going to take my head. If you want my flour, you better go get me another head, or else I'm not letting you do it. Not happening. So your character's like, I got a bright idea. Let's go to the place where we got his skull the first time, because we've already done this before. And that's just to the south in the Lumbridge Swamp. So follow the path to the south, and it is located at the rock, which is just outside of the mine. When you hover over the rock, it gives you the option to search. You're going to want to search the rocks, and your character will find a couple bones, including what he's pretty sure is a finger. But, there's a little confusion there. could maybe not be a finger. He's like, all right, there's no skull here. Father Ernie's weird. He's probably got a skull. So you're gonna go talk to Father Ernie. He's located just west of the Lumbridge mine. Scoot yourself on over to Father Ernie's hideout. And once you are inside, you're gonna want to talk to Father Ernie. Choose the first chat option to talk about a spare skull. And he's like, how rude of you to assume and just barge in that I have a spare skull that I'm willing to give you. And you're like, well, do you? And he's like, yeah, here you go. Be on your way. So now you're going to go back to the coffin where the restless ghost is located. Once again, you could home teleport. I figured it was actually worth it this time to just walk. It's not too far. And once you're back in the area, you're going to want to talk to the restless ghost. Choose the first chat option in regard to extra fine flour. And he's like, all right, now you got 2 skulls. Choose the first chat option. Yes, I am in fact a monster, if you're a monster, to take both skulls. So you rip his head off out of the coffin. He's like, dude, come on. I'm not giving you the fine flour now if you take my skull. And you're like, all right, I'll trade you these 2 skulls for the extra fine flour. That's a deal right there. That is a real businessman. And then you get your extra fine flour. Next, you're going to want to read the ingredient list once again. And this time, we're going to get a top quality milk. Now, it tells you to go to the Prize Dairy Cow located in Lumbridge. This is in this general area, just on the opposite side of the River Lum. No home teleports this time. Not worth it. Even with the quick teleport, it's just a waste. So once you've made your way to the cow pen, you're going to want to walk in and ignore the jump cut and pick up the nearby bucket and milk the prized cow. When you try to milk the prized dairy cow, Gilly's going to be like, back off. Everybody's milking my cows, and I'm not making any money because everybody's just coming to get their own milk. Or I got this good cow here, and y'all are stealing my milk. She's like, no more. 1 person a day. That's it. And you're like, well, who did it? And she's like, the last person you want to talk to. She's like, you remember that guy you did one small favor for? That just one? Yanni? You gotta go get it from Yanni because he's the guy who got milk already today. Your character decides to just off himself, and that's the quest completed. No, not really. But you're going to go back to the crater, because that's where Yanni can be located. And once you're in the crater, talk to Yanni Salika. He's located right here, just near the east entrance. He's like, what's up, dude? I got some tasks for you. And you're like, no, man, don't say it. Don't even say one small favor. I will literally murder you. And he's like, all right, then one small task. Just go get my mahogany logs from Hans, who's also located in the crater. So, it's not like you're, going all over Gielinor trying to, get one item for one person. So, Hans, located just on the opposite side of the crater, over here in the red box I've conveniently placed on the map. And when you get over to Hans, you're going to do what you always have to do in this game to progress quests, and that's talk to Hans. That was my third take on that. Can't say progress quests. Say it 3 times fast, I bet. I bet you can't do it. Anyways, talk to Hans, and he's like, yeah, I got these red mahogany logs for you, but I need a rock from Thok, because that's my paperweight. So, Thok, southeast side of the crater. To him we go. Talk to that boy. Basically, what it boils down to here is that if you want Thok's rock, you got to get him a sandwich. Luckily, there's a sandwich lady on the northeast side of the crater. So, walk north. Talk to the sandwich lady. And believe it or not, she actually just gives you a sandwich. She's like, hey, this is a party. This is my whole job is to just give people sandwiches. So this is your one free sandwich, but don't give it to anybody else. And you're like, ha, 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 ha. I'm definitely going to eat the sandwich myself and not give it to Thok. She's like, cool. So she gives you a sandwich, but you just lied. Go talk to Thok. And don't eat the sandwich. You're going to give Thok the sandwich. Thok is going to give you a rock. Go talk to Hands. All right, Hands is like, you got my rock? And you're like, heck yeah, Hands, I got your rock. He's like, cool. Here's those mahogany logs. Now we're going to go back and talk to Yanni. Talk to Yanni. You're like, Yanni, here are your logs. He's like, cool. Here is your milk. And done. One small favor, 3. All right, read the ingredient list again and choose the third chat option for the Colossal Egg. They're like, you should go talk to Fred the Farmer, which is where you got the big egg last time. Fred the Farmer is located just northeast of the crater. So we're going to walk there. Hey, welcome to the worst part of this quest. This is probably why you're here, because you don't know how to solve riddles and do stuff without a quest guide. So, thankfully I'm here, right? Talk to Fred the Farmer. Choose the first chat option in regard to the Colossal Egg. Now your character decides, I'm just going to mess with Fred, who's been so helpful in my questing career, and try and make him break his arm by showing you how big an egg is. Eventually it comes down to it that he just doesn't have an egg big enough. Now you need to go talk to somebody else, because he can't help you. The person he tells you to go and talk to is Oziak, the person who gives you the Dragon Slayer quest. Fortunately, you don't have to go all the way there, because he just so happens to be in the Lumbridge crater. So, run back to the crater. And talk to Oziak, who's located just on the north side. You're like, hey, I need help. He's like, no, I'm tired of you. I'm sick of you. I'm sick of you kids. And you're like, no, I need like a big egg. And he's like, go talk to Duke Horatio. I've had enough of this. I don't know why he's so grumpy. Anyways, yeah, Duke Horatio located in his castle. So once you get in the castle, you're gonna go upstairs to the first floor and talk to Duke Horatio, who never leaves his room. Same though. Now, when you talk to Duke Horatio, you're gonna probably be anticipating like another dragon fire shield or something like that. After you choose the first option about dealing with the dragon, and he's like, "No, what? It's a frying pan, you pleb." So you get your frying pan, and then you're like, "All right, well, where do I go to find this dragon?" He's like, "How am I supposed to know? I don't know. Go talk to an oracle. That's usually how these things work." So the oracle, if you're unfamiliar, is located on Ice Mountain, just west of Edgeville. To get there, we're gonna home teleport to Edgeville. Given that Ice Mountain was west of Edgeville, from the Edgeville lodestone, we're going to run west. up Ice Mountain, and then the Oracle is located on the north side of the mountain. So, you're going to talk to the Oracle and choose the first chat option, dealing with a dragon. She's going to end up giving you a riddle about who you need to find and what you need to bring them. Essentially, the riddle is you need to go find Eli Bacon, and you need to bring him 1 tomato, 2 cabbages, and 3 eggs. So, we're going to home teleport here to Drainer Village because Eli Bacon is located just west. And you're going to not even notice my beautiful little jump cut here, where I home teleport to Drainer, and then all of a sudden, I have all the things I need. Boom, look at that. Smooth, right? Thank you. That's a reason to subscribe right there if I've ever seen one. Uh, Anyways, you're going to go to Eli Bacon, and you're going to bring him this stuff. Seriously, though, my channel got demonetized, so if you could, like, subscribe, that kind of, honestly, just make me feel better. So, inside the house here, you got to go through the back door. Open the gate. And then there is the little storm cellar right here in the back. Talk to Eli. First chat option, dealing with the dragon. And he's like, you got the stuff? And you're like, yeah, I got the stuff. You got the stuff? He goes, yeah, I got the stuff. So you give him your stuff. And then he says to you, I don't have your stuff. I was mugged by a highwayman. And you're like, seriously, dude? Uh, we agreed. And he's like, yeah, but the highwayman's probably just in jail somewhere. You can go get it from him. The map that I'm supposed to give you to find your dragon. So you take a deep breath, and you have to go to the Port Sarim jail, located just south of Port Sarim Lodestone, and talk to the highwayman. So home teleport to Port Sarim. And then, as stated earlier, if you were listening, it's just south of the Lodestone. And then the highwayman is located in the southeast cell. You're going to want to talk to him. The highwayman tells you, hey, yeah, I'm in jail for a bunch of bad things. I'm a bad dude. You're like, well, do you have this map I'm looking for? And he holds up a map. He's like, yeah, I got your map. You're like, cool. Can I have it? He's like, no way, dude. No way. No, this is my map. You want it? Take it. And he rips it up. And you're like, okay, it's not too bad. He goes, oh yeah? Rips it up again. And you're like, okay, well, that's kind of inconvenient. He goes, oh yeah? And he rips it up a bunch more times until all you're left with is tiny little map pieces. And he throws them at you because he's a jerk. Read the tiny pieces of the map once they're placed in your inventory. And voila, this is what I'm here for. So, it has this little anagram. You can't figure that out. If you can figure that out, good for you. You should be making guides, not me. But your character's like, all right, let me break this up in at least 3 words. And it ends up being what I think is a misspelled Varrock. But essentially, it is Varrock Museum Basement. So, we're going to go to the Varrock Museum. Home teleport to Varrock. And then from the lodestone, you're going to want to run to the museum. It's located on the northeast side. Climb down the stairs. And once you're downstairs, I'm going to need you to ignore this little jump cut here and then enter the room underneath the stairs. Once you're in the room, you're going to want to talk to Mr. Mordeaux, and choose the first chat option in regard to dealing with Mr. Mordeaux. You're like, all right, Mr. Mordeaux, I need to make a cake and it's come to this. It's time for you to die. And he's like, what, die? No, you have my frying pan and I have your egg. I was gonna use the frying pan to cook the egg, but it would appear you need the egg, and I've been waiting months for this frying pan. So here's your egg. All right, so once you get your egg, you're gonna want to go back to the cook because you've got all the ingredients now. And he's located the Lumbridge crater. So home teleport to Lumbridge. West of the Lumbridge lodestone is the crater. If you've somehow forgotten where it is located, and you're gonna want to talk to the cook. Choose the first chat option in regard to baking a cake, and he's gonna bake you an experience boosting cake with all the ingredients that you have obtained him. It's a 3% experience boost, which isn't much, but better than nothing. Take what you can get, right? Beggars can't be choosers. Seriously, though, thank you everybody for watching. If you haven't already, if I haven't begged you enough, please subscribe. Only 10% of people that watch my videos are subscribed, and it's very hard to be a guide YouTuber without subscribers. Make sure you check out my other videos. I make quest guides, other stuff. Yeah, Enjoy the friends chat. Thanks for watching.